Hello, friends. Welcome to Reiki Transformation. My name is Sharon. Namaste. My spirit honors yours. This new year is teaching me how to more positively relate to this very tumultuous world we live in. Recently, once again, I allowed current world events to disturb my tranquility. It seems to me as though too many things are happening that do not align with my personal sense of morality, and I have been feeling like I needed to retire from the world. Fortunately, the universe has provided me with information that is helping me to regain my equilibrium. I can clearly see how the media likes to alarm us from all sides to keep us watching so they can sell advertising and make profits from our distress. I have decided to eliminate as much news as possible from my life. I choose to take back my power to decide how to live a peaceful life. If something does pop up, I am teaching myself to just move on without engaging. This is not always easy, but for me, it is necessary. As I tune out the noises of distraction, I see more clearly how the universe presents us with ideas about how to cope with life's difficulties in ways that are more positive and fulfilling. Guidance is everywhere. We just need to learn how to recognize it when it shows up. Here are some cases in point from my own life. Recently, I discovered that one of my favorite museums offers free online classes through a company called Coursera, and I decided to take one. This is providing my mind with something new and positive to focus on. Lately, I have been reading books that are not too challenging to my brain. While reading a very simple story a few days ago, I encountered a character who had lived a tumultuous life and steadied herself through meditation and yoga. She began to teach a class on the beach, and the very first thing she teaches is how to breathe, similar to what we do here, breathing deeply in and out. This character reminded me that this is a wonderful grounding and calming technique, and I have added more meditation and focused breathing to my daily routine. I have begun to feel a lot better. I have become more able to let most things go that were bothering me before. On another day, I read a bit more in this book, and again the universe gave me a message. The yoga teacher said to her pupils, "Control what you can control and leave the rest up to God." And as an added inducement, this sage advice appeared on page 123. It's as easy as 1, 2, 3 is an expression we have all heard. I guess I needed to be reminded of this simple concept. and it brought to mind a saying I have on the bulletin board in my studio. It says, "Good morning, Sharon. This is God speaking. I will be handling all your problems today, and your help will not be needed. Have a nice day." I put it there in a prominent place because I wanted to remember that concept. There are plenty of things in this life I can do nothing about, so I have to turn them over to a higher power. As I went to put a bookmark in the book, I noticed I had picked up one I had gotten from an interfaith website. On it were written words of wisdom from the Baha'i faith. It said, "Be generous in prosperity and thankful in adversity. Be worthy of the trust of your neighbor and look upon him with a bright and friendly face. Be a treasure to the poor and admonisher to the rich, an answer to the cry of the needy, a preserver of the sanctity of your pledge. Be fair in your judgment and guarded in your speech. Be unjust to no man and show compassion to all. Be a lamp unto them that walk in darkness, a joy to the sorrowful, a river for the thirsty, a haven for the distressed, and a defender of the victims of oppression. Let integrity and uprightness distinguish all your acts. Messages of love and help show up in unexpected places. But in order to see them, we need to be on the lookout all the time. I was watching an interview show about cooking, and the host presented this quote from a book whose author she was talking to, who had been through great physical trauma. He said, "I went to bed with more grievances than I could count, and I woke up with more gratitude than I can measure." I found this quote so notable that I have now added it to the inspirational sayings I put up on the front of my refrigerator. All these experiences reminded me of the parable about the man waiting for God to rescue him from calamity. Several people come by and try to help him, but each time he refuses their help because he is waiting for God to save him. He ends up dying, and when he gets to heaven, he berates God for not coming to save him. God admonishes him by telling him that he sent several different people to help, and the man refused to be saved. The moral of the story being that if you only expect help to come to you in a particular way, you will miss out on all the other extraordinary ways presented to you. Advice can come from the most unexpected places when we need help and can't seem to get ourselves out of a bad place. Look around and pay attention to what shows up. For me, it came from a chick lit novel, a bookmark, a YouTube video, and an old-fashioned morality tale. The universe sends us so many signs, we just need to be able to recognize them. Now, as the Reiki energy flows from my hands as I place them on your shoulders, I would like to offer you a brief guided visualization which my guides have called Life Flows Like a River. Settle in and get comfortable. Let's take a few moments to breathe deeply and accept a state of tranquility into our lives. Breathe in acceptance. Breathe out grievance. Breathe in acceptance. Breathe out grievance. Breathe in acceptance. Breathe out grievance. When allowed to do so, life flows like a river without any impediments to its natural order. Sometimes the boat you have chosen to put into your river makes unscheduled stops and takes you out of the flow for a time. But you can always remember how the natural flow felt and put your boat gently back into the current. Within the currents of the river are natural eddies and whirlpools. But every time you get through one of them, the smooth flow of the river is there once again. Sometimes there are even rapids in your flowing river that require your complete attention to be successfully navigated. But eventually, all returns to the calm flow. Get into your rowboat right now. Picture what it looks like. Is it red or white, blue or mahogany? It may seem slightly odd that there are no oars, but they will appear when needed. Your boat is your way to navigate your personal universe. It flows in the current and sometimes gets briefly caught in the reeds. That is fine. Just relax and sit back. Forget all the times in the past when you didn't accept the natural flow of the river. Picture all these past events as drops of water on the lily pads that float by as you sit peacefully. Let them evaporate in the sunlight. Do the same with your concerns for the future. All will unfold in its own time and in its own way. Just be present right now with the feel of the boat around you, and notice how it gives you a complete feeling of safety as you journey downstream. Picture yourself just relaxing in the current and feel the peacefulness of just being in the flow. Listen to the bird song coming from the woods and meadows beside the river. Smell the scent of pine trees and fragrant wildflowers. Hear the gentle flowing current of the river as it flows over rocks and rippled sand beneath its surface. Trail your fingers in the water and feel its cool, refreshing flow. Sit for a time now in unity with the natural flow of just allowing life to happen as it does. No expectations, no requirements. All flows in divine order. When you want to see where you are or how far you've come and the horizon beyond, just gently rouse yourself to look around and experience the beauty of your smoothly flowing life. Stay in your boat forever now. You no longer need to control the activities and destinations of your life. They are now in the loving care of divine order. Begin to understand in your heart of being, in your innermost soul, what it means and how it feels to be held in the loving arms of the universe. Feel the immensity of that joy. Know that your life is in perfect order, taking you exactly where you are meant to go, without the need for you to do a single thing except what is revealed in your own intuitive heart. When you have that feeling fixed clearly in your heart, when you are enveloped in the unending flow of love, begin to allow yourself to come gently back into the room. Feel the powerful energy of love as the Reiki fills you with glowing, sparkling light. And when you are ready, come gently and fully back and open your eyes. Peace be with you. Namaste.